Got the Husqvarna 455 Rancher. We had it just about a week. No, we about 5 days in. 2 more days, it'll be a week I had this thing. So we about to put some more work in with this thing. Just fixed it. Now, not even a week, and the brake got stuck. I had to fix the brake. I had to take it apart. I tried to change the chain on it. I bought the wrong chain. Didn't fit. The lengths were off. The size was right, lengths were off. But I had to change the chain. Back to the original chain that came with it, and we just gonna stick with that chain for a while until I get my full skip chain. But this is what we rocking with today: the Husqvarna full skip chain. Not full skip chain. I think this is the X chain, but it's whatever chain that comes with it. The Husqvarna 455 Rancher. But I'm gonna order that full skip chain tonight. I'm gonna order the full skip chain, and then I want the 32-inch Oregon lightweight Oregon bar, and I'm gonna order a 32-inch full skip chain for that one too. Hopefully, I order the right chain for the right bar. All right, but we're gonna get to it. So I got so much logs here, it's crazy. I gotta break this down because I got just too much. I've been chopping up wood. I'm getting to it. It looks nice. I'm building a little fence line of wood over there. It's starting to look nice. It's starting to look nice over there, but I got to build that higher. So I got to get to this wood. I've been making videos, doing lives, talking about other stuff, but we got to get to it. I got to bust this wood up, because just got to get at it every day, little by little. I can't get derailed. People ask all the questions, which is cool. I'll answer it, but I got to stick to the task at hand. But like I said, I just fixed my chainsaw. This was out of commission for a couple days because the bar was stuck. The chain was stuck. This thing wouldn't move. The brake got stuck, and that happens. If y'all never had that happen, that can happen. The brake got stuck, and I had to reset the brake. So I had to take it all apart, and while I took it apart, cleaned it out and everything, but I had to go watch videos on how to reset the brake, and I had to kind of rig it up. I had to get a wrench, a screwdriver, put the screwdriver in the wrench, and kind of twist and put a lot of tension on that brake to reset the brake. So that's a thing that I didn't know was a thing. Now I know. But yeah, without further ado, we got to get to it. All right, because this is really an eyesore for my neighborhood, because they can see right in my yard. It's like everybody drives by, they start slowing down, like, what the hell is going on back there? Backyard lumberjack is what's going on back here, but they don't know. All right, but let's get to it. We're gonna chop some wood up. All right, let's get it. Stop button off. I already had this started, so I ain't gotta hit the choke, decompression button. First pull, baby. First pull. Nice piece right there. Damn. Now this is a nice piece to chop wood off of. I might keep this one around. Yeah, this is a nice one. They just throw all the logs on there, bust it down with the axe. Let's hit the top piece. Let's see. Let's hit that like button. If you're checking into the chat, hit that like button. What's going on? I appreciate everybody for tuning in. What's going on? Peace, peace, peace. It's Thursday. Alright, where we at? October 9th. And we getting to it. Like I said, this is the eyesore for the neighborhood. So I gotta get rid of this wood and get to busting it up. I'm lining it up along the fence line, but for now we gotta bust this down. Just fix this today. Right before I got on the chat, just fix this. The brake acted up. Fix the brake. I had to take apart the brake and reset it. There you go. Alright. And we off the stop chain here. We're still off the stop chain. This is my third time using this thing. I was working with the Echo before this. Let me know in the chat. Are you a Husky? You a Husqvarna? Or you a Steel guy? And why? Right now I'm a Husky guy. But I'm looking to be convinced. It's still worth the money. Still tends to be more expensive. Yeah, it started to get down to real knotty pieces down here. So, I guess that's a little bit harder to cut. Damn. Oh shit. I'm gonna knock this piece down here. Okay. And we got some interesting designs in there. That'd be nice. Make a little coffee table out of this. What y'all think? Y'all make coffee tables? Y'all make furniture out of wood? I don't know. That looks interesting. That's an interesting piece right there. I like that one. Okay. All right, we're into it. We got some more to bust up. We just opened up another door. The more we cut, hitting certain pieces at the right angles, not getting our blade stuck, not getting our bar stuck, wedge between anywhere where we shouldn't be cutting. But yeah, what we talking about in the chat? I appreciate everybody tuning in. What we talking about? He shortcuts small blocks. He got no safety gear. What you mean I got no safety gear? This is PPE right here. I got gloves, but I ain't need the gloves right now. No safety gear. What you want? You want the chaps? What we talking about? My face shield? This guy is scary. What gear does he need? I don't know. Yeah, what gear do I need? Chaps? Maybe the full face shield? I don't know. I don't know what gear you're looking for. All right. All right, back to it. You want to see how stable this is. I don't want to be cutting this if it's going to roll off. Okay, a little bit more stable there. There we go. Y'all let me know, what safety gear do I need? I got safety glasses on. I got gloves here. Didn't need them yet. I got steel-toe boots on. Let me know, what other gear do I need to be cutting with a chainsaw here? I don't know what the guy's talking about. I'm interested to hear. Maybe he wants to see me wear the chaps or something. I'm not doing assless chaps. I'll do a saw man's chaps. What we got? What we got? I can hit this one right here. Maybe this one. I think this one's a good one right here to hit. Hit it from that side. Then it'll give me some space to hit this one because it's a 20-inch bar. I might not be able to get this off from one side, so I need to clear up some angle. I'm gonna hit this one right there. I can hit this one on top too. So we're gonna go back and forth between this one, and then we're gonna make some space for that other one right there. For this one. Buddy, what kind of gear you talk about? Earplugs, face shield. I got a face shield on the way. I usually keep like headphones on, over the ear headphones. I ain't got them on right now, but I usually have those on. Okay, I'm on it then. Okay, let's see how those steel toe boots. Yeah, no, he's steel toe right here. He's steel toe. So I go to work, it's required for me to wear steel toe boots. I just wear my work boots when I come home and get busy. So these are steel toe. I mean, I don't know how to show you the steel part, but it's steel toe for sure. The face shield coming. It should get here tomorrow. I ordered the face shield and something else. All right. My wife handed me some over-the-ear protection. Since y'all care so much about my ears, I appreciate it. My wife handed me the over-the-ear protection. Okay, we good? We good? Let me know. We good now? All right, I'm gonna hit this one right here. Get some levers. I'm gonna hit this one again and clear up the space. So we gotta get to that big one down there. We gotta get to that big boy. Y'all never let me know. You a Husky guy, Husqvarna, or Stihl? My next chainsaw, when I upgrade, it's gonna be professional chainsaw. It's gonna be professional Husqvarna, maybe the 572, or go Stihl. But I don't know much about Stihl. Hardly. There's crank at the bottom. We're gonna have to spin this one. See if I can lift it and spin it around. There we go. That was a cut. It just didn't hit the bark, that's all. That was a cut. I'll let them rest down there. Now busting up the back, lift that back up. Wrong angle, not a good angle. You got a good one to cut right here. Can we lift this up, throw this over? I want my logs over there. Cause I got days where I'm just busting up logs with the axes. We're gonna get a new axe. I want a new wooden one. Another one down. Alright. I'm gonna shake some sawdust out these gloves. Might want to put the gloves on soon. This thing collecting a lot of sawdust in it. Alright. Now we got better access to this one right here. Alright. Going. Sit back on it. Get a better position. we talking about. All right, so we open up some doors here. Now we got some leverage. We get to this piece right here. This one is right off. So now I'm gonna hit this one from this side, then I'm gonna hop to the other side. Now this 20-inch chain ain't really getting. Get yourself some chaps, hard hat. I'm not felling trees though. Hard hat. I'm confused on that one. Hard hat, the safety ear pieces, the whole gambit that come together, that connect. But no, I'm not felling trees. Husqvarna face shield goes on hard hat and earmuffs go on the hard hat. Yeah, I know the setup you're talking about, but I'm not felling trees right now, so I don't see the necessity for a hard hat. I don't have things coming down from the sky hitting me. I'm not felling trees. I got this delivered for free from a tree company. They need the hard hats. They did the tough labor on felling the trees. Still on the little ones, husk on the big ones. Oh, I like that. Who said that? Hadley Man Music. Yeah, husk on the big trees. Okay, we got a husk man there. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, what else we talking about? Let's get back to it. All right, so we got some logs here. I'm gonna get these out the way. Yeah, you hear that thump? I hear that thump. Bam. All right, we're just clearing space for the next one's coming down. What y'all think? What number, Husqvarna or Stihl, is your preference? I'm looking to go professional grade next. This is the 455 Rancher Husqvarna. I'm looking to go professional grade. Like I said, if I'm going Husky, I'm looking at that 562 or 572. Likely, I'm going to go higher to the 572. I don't want to keep playing games and keep having to upgrade or keep having the urge to want to upgrade. May not be a necessity, but yeah. Next one, it's going to be 562 or 572. But I want to know, the Stihl guys, what's your preferred Stihl chainsaw? Because I'm keeping my options open for potentially getting a Stihl and just keeping that Husqvarna and then having like a Stihl for opposition just to, see which one works better. Which one do I prefer? And I'll bounce back and forth. All right, so we're going to get at this one. We're going to get at this one. We got two of them we got to get to. We back to it. Come on. We got to bust this up because this, like I said, this is becoming an eyesore for the neighborhood. It ain't been here a whole week yet, but we gotta get this out the way. It's too much. Got to bust it down. I'll stack it up because I'm stacking it up nice and neat. For those that weren't here and saw it in the beginning, I'm stacking it up over there. Y'all see that stack of wood right there? I'm gonna stack it up maybe like another couple rows, like another few rows higher. I'm gonna keep stacking that up like that, and let that dry like that. And then a lot more, we're gonna bust down in the firewood. I was busting firewood yesterday, and I got a ton more of the firewood bust down in the back. But we gotta bust this down to be able to bust it down to firewood. This gotta go first. We gotta break down the big boys and then bust them down. All right. And would y'all use, or would y'all make the expenditure for a log splitter, or would you get after it with an axe? I've been getting after it. I got a maul, I got some splitting axes, and I'm going to get some more wooden handle splitting axes. That's what I'm lacking. I'm using all Fiskars right now. Fiskars 8-pound maul, Fiskars splitting axe, maybe that 4 or 4.5 pound. But I would like some recommendations on a good wooden handle splitting axe, like vintage looking. All right, I'm getting back to it. Come on. Do I need to fuel up? Hold up. Sound like I might need some fuel. Let's check him out. Oh yeah, we out of fuel. Time to refuel. Refuel, re-oil. That's what that is. So fuel up. And we rocking with the Husqvarna 20-inch bar. Stock chain right now. And we're gonna switch to a full skip chain next. I'm gonna place the order tonight for a full skip chain. If anybody is familiar with full skip chains, put it in the chat. I want to know your experience, whether you prefer it, whether you like a full skip chain more or less. Because from my searching on YouTube, people tend to prefer the full skip over the regular chain. All right. So I want that full skip because they say you're able to keep the RPMs up. So it keeps the chain cutting more, even though you have less cutting pieces, less rakers, but you're able to keep that RPM up and you're not getting bogged down by your chain having to want to cut off of every link. So I'm looking to try that. All right, so we're gonna put some more fuel in here. And I already got my mix made, 50-to-1 mix. All right, nice and easy. Don't want to overdo it. Nice and easy. It's better to undershoot than overshoot with the fuel and the bar oil. We getting there. And this has a bigger fuel reservoir than my last chainsaw. So I still got the last one in the shed there. I was rocking with the Echo, and I bust down a lot of logs with the Echo. But it was what either a 14 or a 16-inch bar. We working with a 20-inch bar, so I'm able to get more done with this one. We're gonna check that bar oil. Don't forget the bar oil. Don't do that. Do not forget that. Essential. I like to, every time I check the fuel, I check the bar oil. Yeah, we need more. We're not empty. The fuel will go faster than the bar oil, but they almost neck and neck. And we got so we're working with the Husqvarna bar and chain, okay, for the Husqvarna chainsaw. Now go slow with this. It's best to have a funnel. I don't have a funnel right now. I gotta stop bullshitting and get me a funnel. But nice and easy with this. Don't OD. Okay, there we go. Nice. There we good right there. It's a decent amount. Okay. Put my cap back on. Hit that bar and chain oil. Make sure you get you a good bar and chain oil. Keep your chain running smooth. All right. Put my top back on. So we topped off our fluids. I just finished cleaning out the inside of the chainsaw, and we good to go. Just fixed my brake on there. My brake locked up on me. That set me back a couple days. I should have a lot more done. But yeah, that set me back a couple days. All right. And our chain loosened up a little bit. I see that right there? When I started, it wasn't that loose. So our chain a little bit loose. We're gonna tighten that up a little bit. We're gonna tighten that up right now. So that can happen. Especially if you're like operating a brand new chain. That can happen. That can happen. All right. Get my screwdriver here. And then I need my wrench. So this one uses a 13 wrench and a flathead to tighten up that chain there. So we're gonna take our cover off. And it's fast, it's real fast. All right, so we're gonna use our 13, 14, 13 right here. A number 13 wrench, get you a good set of tools so you're prepared for when stuff happens. So I'm loosen this up real fast. Loosen him up. We don't gotta take the bolts off, and we're just gonna tighten up that chain. I'm gonna let it hang, and I'm only tightening up the chain to the point to where it's really touching that bar. So we're only gonna tighten it to where it kind of touches that bar. So I'm hitting the tensioner right now. Yeah, we good to go. We good right there. Perfect. That's where I wanted at. All right. So we definitely don't want our chain flying off the bar. I done had that happen before. Whether being inexperienced, my setup wasn't right, you know, I done broke bar studs, chain done fell off. I done had all type of incidents happen along my journey in using chainsaws, and I'm learning, through trial and error. All right, we're good to go. And do not over tighten your bar studs. I broke both my bar studs on my Echo chainsaw and had to replace them. Don't do that. I went through that, so you don't have to go through that. All right, we back. What are we talking about? Skip chains are better on softwood. Anything is better than a safety chain that comes with the saw. Okay, that's good to know. All right, that's good to know. Whichever pro saw you get a second as soon as possible. Same saw. Okay. All right. Yeah, I see the guys that really take this serious and are professionals, they definitely tend to have more than one saw, and they tend to have more than one chain. I've seen some of the guys that really are like, they at this every day. They got like 3 chains for each saw. So yeah, no, I'm learning. I'm learning from the guys that really do this. All right. Which chain is better for hardwood, green logs? Yeah, that's what I want to know. Which chain is better for hardwood, green logs? Okay. Bro fell. Y'all caught that? Nah, I slipped. I got a little slope right here on the side, and the terrain is uneven and it's a little wet. Y'all caught that? It's all good though. Bounce back. All right, we back to it. All right. PPE, safety gear. Got my ear protection. Got my eye protection. All right. We back to busting this down because the neighborhood don't like it, but also the wife want this out the way. She want to look nicer. I don't really care so much about the aesthetics, but the wife want this done. So we gotta make it. We gotta get this done. We gotta bust this down. We got a wood burning stove coming. All right. We ran all the way out of fuel, so we just need a few more pulls. Come on now. Let's go. Back. One more off of this one, don't forget that one behind by little, we eat away at this pile here. Nice little knot at the bottom. You can't really see it when it got the clip. It's all even. Let's get this out the way. See that knot right there coming out right there. What we got? What makes sense? What makes sense? Let's get this out the way. This one starts to split in different branches. You can tell that's the base. This one starts to split into different branches, and yeah, this one's a problem. I gotta hit the outsides so I can get to that monstrous piece right there. You see, I'm operating on a slope right here. Get this one. All this problem is it's gonna clench on that bar because the leverage off this piece under it. So this piece, I'm gonna do an undercut, then I'll hit the top to be able to break this down. That would have collapsed on my bar right there. That thing's loose. It's good to go. There we go. Yep. That's wet to the touch. That's definitely green wood. Definitely green wood. Alright. We're gonna hit this piece one more time. It ain't fully fall yet. It's like hanging on by the corner right here. Like that, typically that would have clipped, it would have clamped my bar in there. And I'd be sitting there trying to snatch my bar out, trying to figure out how to get my bar out. I don't want to play that game. Not me. Alright. Let's get this log out of here. There we go. Let's see. It's a pretty hefty piece right here, but if I leverage it, I get some more cuts out of there. Yeah. Get my tool. What we talking about? All right. Looks like an accident waiting to happen. That chainsaw sucks. I get. What are you talking about? We got a lot of naysayers in the chat today. Okay. All right. I get Oregon chains. Yeah, my next chain is probably going to be an Oregon chain, Oregon bar. I want to see if I can switch out this 20-inch bar for a 32-inch lightweight Oregon bar with an Oregon skip chain. That's what I want to get. I'm gonna look that up when I go in the house. All right, they are labeled. I get Oregon chains. They are labeled for idiots like me. Red dots are pro cut chains. Orange are next best, and yellow are better than green. And they are almost all the same price at my local store. Okay, Boost Authority. It's just a farm ranch saw. Yeah, no, this one right here. Yeah, I don't like the just part. It's like just the farm ranch saw. I can get all this done with just the farm ranch saw. It's made for a homeowner with some land. It's the next step down from a professional chainsaw. Professional chainsaws tend to be for professionals, people who do this for a living. I'm not a professional. I don't make money doing this yet. So yeah, this is for me, somebody with a nice amount of land that wants to clear out some trees, want to cut up a lot of firewood. This is the perfect chainsaw for that. This is what that's made for. This is what I'm doing. Right here, y'all see all this wood. I'm not in the woods. I'm not in the woods. I'm right next to my house. If you didn't know, it's meant for the homeowner. There's my house. So we cutting up wood next to my house. It makes sense for a guy like me. All right. Somebody said, yeah, he said he'd rather run a ported pro saw. Got you. I want a pro saw. That's what's on my bucket list next. But right now, this is what we're rocking with, and this works. It's getting the job done. You'll do better with the skip 2 chain. Okay, because it keeps the RPMs up. Yep, that's what I was already talking about, because you can hear your saw bogging down. They're especially helpful on smaller saws. Okay. Edward Mitchell says hi. Peace, peace. I appreciate you. All right. It's a good saw for what you're doing. Yes, exactly. That's the point. It's good enough. It's good for the job that I'm doing. This was specifically designed for a guy like me, a guy with some land that wants to cut up a bunch of firewood. Once I cut up all the firewood that I need for the wood burning stove that's coming, then I'm getting a professional chainsaw and I'm turning this into a business. That's what's coming. But I'm gonna cut up all the firewood I need for my house, and then we go into the professional chainsaw. Most likely a Husky 572 with a 32-inch lightweight Oregon bar and a 32-inch skip chain. That's what's coming. What y'all think about that one? Let's bust this piece down right here in front of us. You got a clear view, right? Clear view of this sucky ass chainsaw, right? Does the chainsaw really suck, or are you just being a chainsaw snob? Let me know. Does that chainsaw really suck? I don't think so. I've had suckier chainsaws, and I still have suckier chainsaws. I got 2 electric chainsaws in the house that are worse than this. I got a Gas Echo CS352 in the shed that doesn't do what this does. So does it really suck? Does this chainsaw really suck? I don't think so. Is it the best chainsaw in the world? No. But does it suck? No, we can't say that. No, I ain't gonna let you do that today. No, we can't do that. We ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna let you do that to this house. solid. I'll reposition this. Ah. Yeah, that's a decent position right there. All right. Talking about? Does this chainsaw really suck? I don't know, bro. We might have to reassess that one. We might have to walk that. We might have to walk that back. Could the chain be a little bit sharper? Sure. I could have freshly sharpened it right before I came outside. I didn't because I was too busy fixing the brake that got stuck. The brake locked up on me. I'll sharpen it. Maybe I'll sharpen it tonight. Maybe I'll sharpen it tomorrow on camera. Alright. See if we can get this wedged in there pretty good. Where we can cut this in half. That seems pretty solid right there. I'm gonna go undercut first. Done. Split. And that's how I'm doing it. Y'all let me know. That's how we're doing it. Can we hit this piece right here? I might go for this one. I think we're going to go for this one next. Come on. Let's get this one out the way. I'm going for this one. This is the one we've been knocking stuff out the way to get to anyways, right? We're going to have to hit both sides. That's coming from all the way over here, and I work my way over. So I was able to just start on this side, work my way over, versus having to start over here and then, you know, start my cut over on the other side, and hopefully I ain't get a double cut. Yeah, we got a clean cut right there. That's a nice base piece right there. Got a nice clean cut. But this is the type of piece that I want that 32-inch bar for, because this right here ain't reaching all the way across. Almost, but it ain't reaching all the way across. Almost. Now it's a thicker piece. You know why? Because we got branches coming out. It's starting to branch out over here on this side. So I couldn't get all the way through. I look like I'm gonna have to go to the other side and hit it from the other side. It is what it is. But I'm almost all the way at the bottom. But yeah, we got branching out. We're gonna call it knotting, branching out, whatever it is. Yeah, we got branching out on this side. So this cut ain't getting all the way through. A little piece. That's it. But it was still a clean cut though. Still a real clean cut. That's even. No double cuts on there. None of that. That's nice. Yeah. So when I'm stacking my wood, and I'm gonna keep stacking it, so we have a nice pretty stack going along the whole property. I really like the way those stacks look, the aesthetics of the stacked wood over there. I like that aesthetic right there. So we're gonna keep that aesthetic going. I'm gonna stack it higher, but I want the big pieces on the bottom, of course. And these bigger rounds, like this one right here we just cut, these aren't the biggest. We got rounds that are maybe like 10 inch wider. Some of them bigger ones back there, or maybe even 15 inches wider. So, but these are really nice rounds that I like to put on the bottom. We're gonna put over there on the base. Let me show y'all. So we're gonna roll this right over there. We're gonna roll this piece right over there. We got some room right there on the end right there. Let's roll this over. Show you what I'm talking about. Now I could pick it up on some He-Man shit, right? But we gonna work smarter, not harder right now. I already put all this wood over here. I carried most of it. Maybe like 1 or 2 pieces I rolled. But if we ain't got to, why do it? Ego's not on the line right now. So we'll move this piece right here. It's not even a full round piece. I just put it there just to have something there. All right. We got some medium-sized rounds right here. Let's move this kind of uglier piece. That's not a full round piece either. Just put it there. And we're gonna put like a prettier round. And I make sure I put something on the ground. I got wooden little planks right here. And I keep that so we keep the wood off the ground to keep it from rotting. So we're not having no rotting. If it just looks like the wood's just sitting on the ground, it's not. Y'all can see it right here. Just gonna roll that into place. Nice and pretty. Y'all like that aesthetic? How'd that look to y'all? I like the aesthetic of having this wood stack like that. There we go. And I got a piece back here that fell off. I think my kids was out here playing. I think my son might have knocked that off, but that looks nice. I like that. And that's what I'm doing. I'm just gonna keep on stacking it. We're gonna let a lot of that wood dry like that. And a lot of this stuff that I'm over here cutting, a lot of the newer stuff, we're gonna keep cutting that up. I'm gonna cut it up and we're gonna bust that down into the firewood that's right there. But those rounds right there, we're gonna let those dry out right there for right now. What we talking about in the chat? What we talking about? Let's answer some questions here. Or some comments, whatever it is. All right. It's a good, all right. You can do it. Get that pro saw. I ain't arguing that it's not gonna cut. I also said I've cut a lot of wood with farm ranch saws. Okay. I'm a chainsaw snob for sure. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. Is the blade dull? I can't say it's dull. It's not freshly sharpened, but I can't say it's dull. It's the third time I'm using this saw. I just bought it on Saturday. It's Thursday evening. I just bought it Saturday morning. I can't say it's dull. It's my third time using it, but after this time, I'm going to sharpen it. I got plenty of fresh files. I'm going to sharpen the chain. Maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow, maybe I'll do a live stream tomorrow and start it off with sharpening that chain and then busting a lot more of this down. Because we got to keep that stack going, for sure. All right. Man, the blade's burning up. It's taking too long to get through that wood. All right, I mean, it is what it is. And there's no softwood here. So let's keep that in mind. It's this green wood, and it's no softwood. It's all hardwood. It's all hardwood, and it's all green. There's no dry. It's all fresh stuff right here. Fresh cut, green wood, all hardwood. It's all oak, white oak, maple. So it's black locust. It's all hardwood. Let's keep that in mind. Do you use automatic drill sharpener or do you hand sharpen? I got all manual files. So hand sharpening. Chain's cutting fine. That wood looks pretty hard. It definitely is. It's definitely hard. He's also doing a great job keeping the saw in that power curve for sure. I appreciate the compliment. Chipper 1346. I appreciate you for pointing that out. A 32 won't get enough oil to that bar / chain on the saw. A 24 would be max. I'd want to, you'd want on that 455 / 460 Rancher, and you'd want skip chain. Yeah, I want that skip chain, but thank you for that recommendation. Somebody was telling me like, yo, you could put that 32 on there. It's okay. And I looked it up. It's like, all right, it'll make the engine run harder. And I'm like, all right, do I want to risk, burning up my engine just to get some of those bigger rounds without going to both sides? So it's a give or take, just rebuilt a carb on my 16-year-old 435 Husk. Runs like a champ. I like that. You take care of your equipment. These things should maybe outlast the life of you wanting to cut wood. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping to keep this thing forever. Pass it on to my son. Get a pickaroon or a log ox for moving those. Not much help with real big rounds, but everything else is easier with the handle. The pickaroon, that's that stick that you can like stab it in and like pull it and turn it over. I think I know what you're talking about. That pickaroon. I was at the store. I saw one today. I think it was like $45, $50. I almost bought it, but I didn't necessarily see the need for it just yet. Like if I'm moving rounds on the ground, I mean I can see it, but for right now, I'm just kind of playing Tetris with these and just hitting the logs that make sense. That's not going to trap the bar and working my way down. All right, I just cleared out this area. This area right here was as high as what's back there, so I'm burning through this right here. And yeah, maybe in the future I'll get a pickaroon when I feel the need for it. But I do want one of those other ones that you can grab onto the log and you can pull it back, roll it over, and it lifts the log up, so you're not cutting directly on the ground and risking your chain going into the ground. That one I want. That's what I'm looking at getting. My next tool. So we gotta get back to it. Gotta get back to it. We don't want to talk too much. But I was just showing y'all how I'm stacking my rounds. Let's get this out the way. This guy don't need to be here. Damn. Uh-huh. Whew. All right. I want to hit this piece right here. I think I'm going to hit it. So we got a big branch coming out right here from the side. So I think I'm going to hit it from this side, right in between where that branch is coming out, because we got a gap right here. And then I'm going to go to the other side and finish busting it down. That's the game plan for this one right here, this piece right here. And this look like it's partially leveraged. It's not fully resting on the logs under it. We got some gap, so hopefully the bar don't get stuck. I don't think so. I think it's resting enough on there. Let's get it. Let's get to it. We gotta put that work in. We clearing our space. I like what we're doing. I like the progress we're making. And I'm gonna try another cut for this one right here. I want to try a different cut to get through this one without bringing the chain all the way to the ground. This cut right here, I'm determined to get this broken down because this log is way too big to move for me to roll. I'm determined. I'm gonna get a cut maybe like 3/4 of the way down, cut it in, and then cut it down and shave it off. And I'll have a strip left at the bottom, but it's all good. But I'm gonna bust that down like that. That's my game plan for that piece right there. All right, PPE on. All right, back to business. Matter of fact, I'm gonna cut this piece off. This piece is really annoying me right here. I'm gonna cut this piece off. It's that branch. That was in my way. It's that branch I was talking about that I was trying to get around. So I just cut the branch off, less headache. Now we can get a better cut. Now we can see what we're doing now. That's clean. You see that? That's clean. Ain't no double cuts on there. No double cuts. That's smooth right there. There we go. That's a nice round right there. And I'm just gonna bust this one in half. And this one starts to break into two big ass branches, but right here in the middle, you can still get a nice clean round before we get that awkward piece. And I'm gonna cut that in half, that awkward piece. This right here, right in the middle. Start on this side. I can see exactly where I want to cut at before it starts to split. We definitely, you'll see what I'm talking about. We'll start to branch out. We're gonna move this piece out of here. It's starting to get more awkward towards the bottom. See, I started to get more and more oval. The last piece was all the way round. This piece started to get more and more oblong and oval because it's starting to branch out into two separate branches. But we got a nice smooth round, nice and even, no double cuts, nice and smooth. We stayed on our cut the whole time. That's what I'm talking about. I gotta get under this. Big heavy ass logs, man. Damn. Yeah. So all these pieces I just cut today, I'm gonna have to roll all of them over, stack them all up, nice and neat, make it look pretty. All right. But we getting through this. We getting through it. Would y'all undertake all this wood if you got it for free? All this hardwood, I got it for free. Would you undertake this, cutting all this up right next to your house? I got a dump right next to my house. 3 big dump truck loads of free wood, all hardwood too. You know, that's what we got going on for our wood burner stove we got coming. All right. Let's see what we talking about. All right, no comments. It's all good. All right, no questions. Just action. What we got? All right, so this piece right here. Okay, so right now I can feel under it with my foot. So I know if I make that cut coming down, I can make that cut probably to where I won't go into the dirt. But it's a little slightly risky. What do I want to do? What are we going to cut next? I want to get this piece out of here. All right. What we got? If I get this piece out of here right here, then yeah, I can start cutting this. Cut this, and then I can cut that, and then start working my way on these pieces right here. And we really making progress. I can see it. We can see the progress. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Let's check our fuel. Let's check our fluids before we start back. Because we probably at least halfway down with the fuel, if not 3/4. Let's check it out. We don't want to get halfway through it and then have to stop. Yeah, our fuel's down. Let's reset. Let's regroup. Yep. All right. And we should get through some of those medium-sized logs a lot quicker. We were just hitting bigger rounds. Now it's time to hit some of those medium pieces and make quicker work of this right here. Yeah. Oh, don't OD on the fuel. All right. Let's check our bar oil. Make sure you wipe off around there. We don't want that sawdust getting in our bar oil reservoir. All right. Bar oil is a little less than half. All right, let's top that off too. Again, Husqvarna chainsaw, Husqvarna bar oil. Not that it's a necessity, because it's not, but it can't hurt, right? Definitely can't hurt. Using quality, premium products. This ain't the cheap stuff. This is the oil recommended for this saw. It's good saw. All right, back to business. Back to business. Just topped off our fuels. Just topped off our bar oil. And we back. Like I said, that's a 50-to-1 fuel oil mix and Husqvarna bar and chain oil. All right, we back. Come on. One pull. We got it off one pull. What y'all think? Nope. 2.5, 3 pieces. Leverage. I didn't see that leverage. That piece right there. Man. I gotta watch this because I make this cut. This piece is probably gonna fall, and these 2 pieces are probably gonna come tumbling down right after it. So I gotta watch it. I'm gonna come from right down bottom with it. Now, the piece is all the way cut through, but I don't want to move it. If I move it, I know this is going to come tumbling down. I already know. Got to watch this piece right here. It's cut all the way through. It's pinched right now because it's leveraged off of this side, and over there, we got these pieces hanging down off it. So when I climb this tower right here, I definitely got to watch these pieces right here. These are going to come tumbling down. I bet if I hit it with like a sledgehammer or something, it'll come off. So we gotta change our game plan here. We gotta watch these pieces over here. But what I want to do before they fall, I want to take some of this weight off of here. So I'm gonna hit the stuff from the top. I'm gonna hit this piece right here. So when it falls, it's not so heavy, and it's not gonna be so much of a catastrophe when it falls. Get out the way. Get out the blast zone, right? Get out the blast zone. Get out the way. What do we think? What do we think? I want to hit this piece. I'm going to hit that piece from the end, but I don't want to be in the way of these pieces if they come tumbling down. Get out the way. But I can knock off some of this right here. Okay, that's one piece down. Less weight off of there now. off of here. Come on now. There we go. It's moving. There we go. Yep. That's the piece I said was going to fall when these two shift. All right, so now we're in better position. It shifted, it resettled. Now I can hit that piece on the end. Yeah, we resettled. So we're good now. Let's hit this piece right here. Okay. Now I'm gonna hit this piece on the top. Maybe, yeah. 3 cuts, 4 pieces. Go. Okay. We're in business. We're in business. 2 more cuts. It's knotting down there. So it's a little extended at the bottom. It's knotting down there. That's what it was. See? This ain't fully round. It's starting to go round, and then guys starting to go oblong. This knot was already cut off. That's what it was. I should have been got through there. One more cut on this one. see. Yep. She broken down. Let's take this one piece off first. Oh, damn. Okay, we're getting somewhere. We are definitely getting somewhere.
Well, we've got some good tips for you.
Okay. Yeah, let's go check out the comments. All right. Let's go check it out. What are we talking about? Okay. Let's see. Let's see. I don't see it. This one ain't showing. I'll check the other monitor. All right. Gotta go. Have a good night. I appreciate you for tuning in. Anyone know where this guy is at? Gotta be Michigan, Indiana, Ohio. Nah, New Jersey. New Jersey, family. If it's an X-cut chain and he's not the best at sharpening, he would be better off running a few tanks through it first. I sharpen more than most. Unless I hit something, I don't sharpen every tank. Okay. I just bought an X chain, a 20-inch X chain, but it don't fit this one. So I think I got the wrong amount of links. Yeah, that's a good portacylinder. Gives it a little bit more horsepower. Lets it breathe a little bit better. Okay, put on gloves. Yeah, I got gloves. Actually, I got gloves hanging from right here. It's a little bit bogged down with wood chips. It's full of wood chips right now, so that's why I'm not putting them on. But I got gloves right here. What's this? Sheepskin. I think there's sheepskin gloves right here. What else we talking about? All right. Always use the cheapest bar and chain oil that I can find, and that is my local Royal King farm store. Okay. I still paid less than the Powerhead would have cost, and no tax or shipping, so I'm good. I'll be swapping the portacylinder from my smash saw. Been missing it. Okay. I use used motor oil. Really? Okay. Yeah, sometimes they mess up stuff like that when you order stuff. Okay. Let me see it. What's the recent comments? Okay. All right. Just want to make sure I'm hitting the comments. All right. I know I missed some. So I'm using a tablet here to check the comments. And this one, for some reason, this seems like it needs to be refreshed. But it's not refreshed right now. So it's not updated comments. So I haven't been seeing your updated comments. That's my fault. So I got to check on my other monitor here and make sure we got to update it on the comments. But yeah, now we got through a lot today. We definitely got through a lot. Let's check it out. So what I hit yesterday, I bust down all the wood yesterday, and I was cutting up firewood. So I was cutting up this firewood for the live I was doing yesterday, and you can see a lot of the logs that we cut up today. This is all from today, and I ain't done yet. But yeah, all these logs are from today. We're gonna stack these over here and keep stacking them, and we're gonna make this look nice and neat. And I just love the aesthetic of the woods stacked up right there for firewood for when you need it. Y'all let me know. Y'all like that aesthetic right there? I like it. I don't know about y'all, but definitely we're gonna have the logs right there stacked up for the aesthetic, and then we also gonna have the stacked firewood. So yeah, let's take a look at what we still got to do. So all this right there. How you see that right there? That's how that looked over there. We broke all that down, all this down right here. So we got rid of this whole section right there, and now I got to attack all this right here. Now we get into the massive pieces, and this is why I wanted that 32-inch bar, because now we getting towards the massive pieces right here. Like I said, I was trying to get through this round like 3/4 of the way down, or a little bit more than 3/4 of the way down. Make a cut right there, and then I'm going to cut in right there, and then that's going to make that cut. So I'm just going to keep cutting in. We're going to have a slab at the bottom, and that's how we're going to knock that round off right there, because this is way bigger than that 20-inch bar. That's why I can't get through that one right there. But yeah, sheesh. Yeah, I got massive pieces. So I'm just hitting it from the front to the back and just working my way to the back. So I don't mind so much being back here, but I'm just going from the front to the back, working my way back, and then yeah, we busting it down into firewood, just like this right here. Yep. Back here getting busy with the axe too. And just stacking them up. But we're gonna start stacking them on pallets. Stacking it on pallets, and then I'm gonna put that welded wire fencing around it to keep it enclosed so that we can build up those cords. And it's a 6 foot high. The welded wire fencing is 6 foot high, so we're gonna build that up right there. You see this right here? It's that 6 foot high welded wire fencing. Let me show you. And we're gonna put that right here. So we're gonna put that right there next to this, like this. So we're gonna have this standing up, and it's gonna be wrapped around this pallet right here, and that's what we're doing. That's how we keeping our cords together, stacked up nice and neat, getting to that. And that's all fresh firewood. But god dang, I got a lot of work to do. Y'all hit that like button. Y'all hit that like button, subscribe, because we got a lot of work to do. And let me know, how would you attack this, or would you just not attack it? Would you buy a log splitter? Would you save up and get a log splitter, or would you get after it with some hand axes? Y'all let me know. All right, about to tune out. Backyard Lumberjack. Yo, hit that subscribe button. Go check out my shorts if y'all into knife throwing, bow shooting, log splitting, any of that good stuff. Hit that subscribe button. We got a lot more content coming for sure. And I'll see y'all on the next one. We got a lot done today. It's time to clean up. See you on the next one. I appreciate y'all. Backyard Lumberjack. I'm out.